Advanced server just dropped a new patch. We've got big roamer blessing changes, Atlas buff, Natan nerf, and plenty more hero tweaks you need to know about. First is Natan's nerf, and his mid to late game potential just got hit hard by lowering how much he scales with magic power. For his passive, both the magic power bonus and the inherited attack effect are reduced by 5%. His movement speed boost per entanglement stack is cut by 5%, but to balance it out, his attack speed boost per stack goes up to 10%. Still, this is an overall nerf. Both skill 1 and skill 2 had their magic power bonuses reduced, which makes his scaling weaker across the board. And here's the killer, his ultimate's cooldown got bumped up by 12 seconds. Natan will now have fewer windows to dominate late game team fights, which means those unstoppable carry moments should be much rarer. Now on to Alice's buff. Alice has been struggling with mobility in the early and mid game, so she's getting a speed boost. Her passive now has a new effect. While Blood Banquet is active, she gains 12% movement speed. As for her skill 1, its cooldown is reduced, especially in the early game, from 18 down to 12 seconds. This makes Alice much more mobile and aggressive. She can now chase, dive, and pressure opponents earlier instead of waiting to scale. Atlas is also seeing some love. His passive defense boost got buffed from 15 to 20, and the freeze effect now triggers faster, just 2 seconds instead of 3. That means you need less time to freeze enemies. This makes Atlas tankier and way more destructive in team fights, forcing enemies to respect his engages even more. Now let's talk Gloo. The devs want him to be more impactful with his ultimate, especially late game. So now, when his target dials while attached, the cooldown reduction can also scale with your cooldown reduction items. This lets Gloo spam his ultimate more often, making him a deadlier frontliner in fast-paced games. Here's a comparison on official and advanced server. As for Irithel, her late game firepower is toned down. Her empowered crossbow's base damage was reduced from 200 down to 160. She's still strong, but weaker finishing power in late game team fights. Cici was dominating lanes with her constant mobility and sustain, so now her stacks decay faster, every 0.5 seconds instead of 1. This means her stacks will disappear faster. She'll need to stay more active in fights to keep her bonuses, making her easier to punish if she backs off. Harley's new ultimate now feels a lot smoother and harder to escape. The force swing is faster, down from 0.4 seconds to 0.33. This means less faster casting animation, and the slow effect now lasts longer, unlike before, where it's only for 1.5 seconds. Harley's combo is now deadlier, with less room for enemies to run away. The devs decided Minotaur's healing was simply too much, so he's been nerfed. His passive HP region is cut in half, from 10 down to 5%. It's the passive skill where he heals every time he takes damage. Plus, his second skill's base and scaling also got reduced. So yeah, Minotaur's sustain is way lower now. And finally, Sora's first big adjustments. In base form, hitting enemies no longer builds cloud step stacks. That means you don't need 5 stacks to use your ultimate in base form. You just swipe left or right to transform your ultimate. No stacks required. And once your transformation is complete, the ultimate skill will go on cooldown. As for his other forms, you'll still need to gain 5 stacks to use their ultimates. This is a huge quality of life change, since Sora often struggled to build stacks early. This should make him easier to play now that you can switch forms without any requirement. Now there's a small adjustment on Wanwan, but honestly, I'm a bit confused about it. It says when Tiger Pace is triggered, Wanwan will consume stacks even if her basic attacks miss targets. Can you guys help me out here? I tested it several times, but I can't quite figure out how this is supposed to work in practice. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's try to make sense of it together. Now let's move on to the battlefield adjustment. The devs noticed that rumors were leveling too fast, so the experience from vision reveals is reduced. For the first 2 minutes, experience from revealing enemies is cut in half, from 60 down to 30. This prevents non-roamers from abusing roaming boots in the early stages of the game. And that's a wrap for this week's patch notes. So what do you guys think? Which heroes do you feel still need adjustments? Drop your thoughts in the comments.